people are very sensitive to all things health and fitness, more so now than ever before.
Yes, I agree. It's such a hot button sensitive topic. And I would even argue that amongst all of them, that nutrition is the most.
Always? Has it always been like that?
I think yes, but we now can really see it because of social media, because everyone has a platform to talk about it or to comment on what experts and brands are saying and non-experts and people who are spreading misinformation. I think it's because everybody eats. So everyone's kind of an expert on food. You know, not everybody works out. Not everybody is passionate about taking care of their mental health and meditation and all the other topics we explore. You eat every single day. So we all have opinions and thoughts about it.
You nailed it. You could go your whole life with never exercising.
Right.
You 100% of the time have to get nutrients.
Right. 100%.
Right? Like,
yeah.
Gonna have to do it.
Yes. We, of course, have covered over the years all the various diets that come in and out of, you know, fashion that are trending. Keto was really big for a while.
How long was it big for? It's still kind of big.
It is, but we've noticed less action in those stories. They're not clicked as much as they used to be. It's so fascinating to see these trends. Intermittent fasting is another big one.
Hot topic now or was?
Was. I think it's still interesting to people, but it's come down. This is also seasonal, and it's so fascinating when, you know, say a celebrity comes out and shares that they do intermittent fasting. There might be like a big bump and spike for a month while people are, you know, all into it again. I think, and I'm not just saying this because this is the direction I'm going. I think there's more interest in macros. And I think if you had said 2 years ago or even maybe a year ago, you know, the way I navigate my meals throughout the day is I'm really, I'm counting my macros. I'm looking to get X amount of protein, X amount of carbohydrates, X amount of fat, which works for me and my body and my activity level. A lot of people I think would be like, wait, what a macro is what? And now they're still saying that, but a lot of people know, or they're trying to figure out what is the right ratio for me. And the one I want them to really think about, which I think is happening more and more, and we, again, are trying to really champion this in women's health. We just did a big investigative feature about it, is protein. Gosh, Gabrielle, I have to say, like, I have written stories about protein, like in my 20s. I talked to the best experts. What fascinates me, it's like the human mind and experience is like, when are you going to be ready to hear it? When is it going to click? Because I knew all about protein and its benefits. And yet I still was like, I'm going to choose my words carefully. You know, when I would go out to eat with my husband, like, oh, the vegetarian option, that must be the best nutritionally. Like, oh, you're going to get
the healthiest one.
That must be the healthiest one. Oh, I see there's a steak on the menu or chicken, but like, that's a lot of meat. That's really heavy. That's not for me. Even though I knew better. And it's recently, you know, over the past 2 years and talking to you and talking to Lauren Kansky and experimenting with my own body, that I'm like, oh, I finally woke up and was like, okay, why don't you try and do what all the experts say? Why don't you try and get enough protein? Why don't you try to get the amount that's recommended for you, which for me is about 115 to 125 grams a day. And once I really locked that up and did it, everything changed. My energy, my like evenness throughout the day. And yes, my body changed too, which is
jacked.
like,
you're pretty ripped and jacked. Yeah.
Which is like fun to see and very motivating. But it truly isn't just about that. It was like I was sleeping better. I felt clearer throughout the day. And I know there's all sorts of magic happening in my body because I'm fueling it properly. I'm nourishing it, you know, with the protein that it needs to thrive. So speaking of missions I'm on, this is one I'm on my personal Instagram. I mean, my friends like roll their eyes when I walked into a party on Christmas Day and they were like, I don't know if we have enough protein for you. We got a lot of like carbs, you know, and it's funny. And I still live my life, and it's not like I eat carbs, and I hang on your every word about carbs and how to implement them into your day and to fuel your workouts, and, you know, be strategic about them. And I still eat cookies, and I live my life. But am I super duper focused on my protein now and better for it? Yes and yes.
Why do you think it is taken so long for the general public to kind of catch up to all that?
I know, and I should say, like, myself included, you know. I think there's a fear a little bit, especially of, you know, a trend in general has been eating plant-based. I think there's been a narrative out there that meat is bad, whether it's for the environment or for your body. And you've seen a lot of like faux meats, fake meats enter the market and sort of glorified and like put a big blue halo, health halo around them. And I think, unfortunately, the media has probably like helped tell that story. Like, we've written about it too. Yeah. And it sounds almost like a magic bullet, which I think a lot of people want when you want to change your life, get healthier, lose weight. The easy fix is what so many people are desperate for. And when you reach people in that place of like weakness and like, I don't want to be dramatic, but
no, it's a place of vulnerability.
If
they're not
vulnerability,
well.
that's the word.
Yeah.
And you swoop in and say, this is the answer. I think people latch on to that. And I mean, the irony is that it's not like eating animal-based protein products is hard. It's like so easy to like make scrambled eggs in the morning, or, you know, grill yourself some chicken or fish or steak at night. And I want to be like crystal clear that I love eating plant-based. I love vegetables, and they are so important to a healthy diet.
Exactly.
The minerals, the antioxidants, the vitamins. It's not like I'm anti any of those. And I'm so down for, you know, beans and lentils and other sources of plant-based protein. For me personally, in my busy life and with the amount of calories that I need to be healthy and fit, and to have a healthy, fit weight, I turn to animal products, animal-based protein.